to part 3 of video series for training for Microsoft Office Specialist Word Core 2016. Today we will explore more further options in Word 2016. We'll resume from where we left off in video 2. Let me share the screen again. So that was where we left in the previous video. Now we would study the Insert tab in detail. So Insert tab has sections which are pages, tables, illustrations, add-ins, links. So let me tell you that few sections or few tabs are not part of testing in Word Core examinations. They are for Word Expert, like in Home tab, Styles, Clear Style, Clear Formatting, Apply Style, that are assessed in Word Expert exam. So we would just skip out for the score examination. So first thing, cover pages. We can add cover pages to our document if the question asks you to add which cover page. Like it can ask you to add banded cover page. We'll select that, and that's our banded cover page. If you want to add an blank page into your workspace or document, you can add a blank page from here. Or you can add a page break from here too. Like if you wanted to move, there are two paragraphs, and you have to move the second paragraph onto the next page. So what you would do, probably hit enter multiple times until it goes onto the next page and adjust it there. That's one way of doing it. But if you type something here on that blank space, then you go down, where did that go? It got pushed niche, and it messed up the entire workflow or workspace that we are working on. Like probably you would have seen memes on that. If you move a picture in Word and everything gets messed up. So that's what it happens there. So to get it on to the next page, let me make it 2 paragraphs. So I placed my cursor before him and added page break. Now it is automatically on the next page, and if I paste anything, okay, I have to position my cursor correctly. Okay, I pasted this. Now it stayed at the top of the next page too, without messing up anything. So now on to the next part. That is tables. We can add tables into our documents. You can add tables randomly like this. 8 by 9 table, 9 by 5. Or you can draw a table yourself too, which is not recommended because precision is required and cell length and everything. You can insert table by going into the insert table option. If the question asks you insert a table of 6 columns by 5 rows with, let me just get it to auto. Okay, it just, for suppose we'll go with 0.7 centimeter. It question can ask you auto fit to contents or fixed with column width too. You will select it from here or auto fit to window and press OK. A table will be created. So like you noticed when I created a table, let me create it just again quickly. Now there's the auto. Okay. Another tab of table design and layouts was opened in a ribbon. They are like special tabs when special features are accessed in Word. So if you have to change any design of table or layout of the table, you can change it from here. Now we should study tables because table is important part of Word core examination and is assessed thoroughly. So you can add header rows, banded rows. Banded rows are like with bands. We have to like this. This is banded rows. Last, since we do not have any text in right here, so you cannot see something change happen. If you were asked to change format any table style into grid table 4x4, you would go into table design and select it from here, and there's your style. If you had to change, if the question asks you to change shading of the table, you can change shading from here with what color, orange accent to darker 25. You can change tables border styles like single solid line, 1.5 point, accent 1, and you can add borders to the cells and tables too to just highlight the particular cell or any table. Like if I had written 1.28 here and I highlight this cell only and add borders, like it just highlighted that particular cell in my table. So the options, you see options gone when I clicked outside of the table. To bring back the options, you can select the table again and bring that options again. Now we would go into the layout tab. There are particular selections options you can select. Then moving on. So I'll quickly go through this layout tab because not everything is assessed in Word Core certification. So we can delete a table from here, like delete cell, delete columns, delete rows, and delete the entire table. I just undooed. And we can add any, like if we have to select entire row, we can go into selection pane, click once and entire row is selected, and we can insert a row above, insert a row below, we can insert a column and insert right. So that was it. And we can auto fit table to, like in that insert options there was auto fit contents, auto fit to window, and auto fit to column width. We can do that from here too. This is auto fit to contents, like there was only nothing in the table, so it just auto fitted to one tab space, and there was text in here, so it is auto fitted itself to the text. So if the question asks to distribute rows and distribute columns according to certain length, you can do it from here. They distribute columns equally. Like if you question asks you to distribute rows equally or columns equally, you can do it from here. Now you can see the columns are distributed equally to one space. Now it's not like that. If I select the entire table and distribute rows, now the table is distributed equally in rows and columns. So you see the difference here. These are the aligning options. You can align your text from here. And you can increase the margins of the cells, and sort option, it's like the same. And repeat header rows and convert to text. These are two important options. So I would first delete the table and entire table and write something meaningful so you can understand it better. I'll go down like I entered and went down like this. You can do it like delete the table. Let me do it again quickly. Go to insert, add page break. I'm on to the next page. I want to be here. Where did my cursor go? It is still up. So here I'm inserting a table here. Okay, now my table is, I'll just add only two columns that it is on both pages. Now let quickly write up some text. Yes, and for now, quickly let me quickly fill that up. So we have table. Now you would understand it better. Uh, this is called the header row, and this is a text. Now that's the header row that was defined from here. Now see if we scroll up the page, we do not have that header row here. And what do we know what that YNY stands for? If that was a complete list table, it would be difficult for us to see. So we'll select the table, go to layout and click repeat header rows. I guess it moved in onto the next page. Why did that happen? Let me redo it. So yeah, we have to only select the header row and click repeat header rows, and now you can see the header row is here too. So our text is in our tabular form. We have to convert it back to text, so we'll select the table and convert table to text from here. We'll select that. Now there are options like how we convert the table to text with tabs, commas, or another or paragraph marks. I'll go with tabs and okay. Now our table is converted into text with tab spaces. I'll if we had text like this typed and we had to convert it into a table, instead of making a table and copy pasting it, select it, go to insert, go to tables and convert text to table. It will do the math for you. You can select it auto fetch to contents or auto or separate text with tabs, because our text is separated with tabs. So I'll select tabs and click OK. It is back into the tabular form. Total row is used in probably Microsoft Excel. It will calculate the total for you if there were integer values here. So let's go back to the insert tab. Now if we have to insert a picture, we can click insert, click the pictures, and there's our picture. Open it and there's our picture. Now there are further features for handling pictures too. So we'll go through one by one. So if you had to remove background from a picture, there's an option, click remove background. And for suppose the question asks, it will just say that if there would be a cup and remove the background, so it will be easy to understand. That's just for us. So for easy understanding, I'll say just keep this area and remove the rest. So it is Word by default has done some editing for us. So for to keep areas, I'll click here and draw something, the area I want to keep. The purple shade is like deleted area, so that was the area I had to keep. I had level click keep changes, and that's the picture. I'll quickly undo it to explain you further features. So go to picture format. So you are noticing that there is this option. It is layout options like wrapping the picture. So if we had text somewhere around it, I'll demonstrate it later. So you can add correction to your pictures, like if you had to soften your pictures by sharpen 25%, then brightness 0 and normal contrast. There are your options. If you were to color your picture with tone, recolor, note that question will tell you how to edit your picture. Like it will tell you to change your picture to black and white or wash out or grayscale or sepia or blue accent color 5 dark. They will tell you. So you can change color of your picture. You can add artistic effects, like it will tell you add pastel smooth. Okay, it's loading. Add pencil gray or add transparency of like 65%, and it can ask you to add picture styles like beveled matte, or we can extend it from here, or it will beveled oval black, snip diagonal corner white. You can change your picture borders from here in this color, and picture effects, like if question asks you to add this effect, it is like inside center, like add a shadow to your picture which should be inside top left, like this. If question asks you to add a shadow offside top or offset center, you would go from here, picture effects, reflections, half reflection, touching, glows, add bevel effect, like soft round bevel effect. So you can add it from here. Picture layout options, that's like flowcharts. That's basically called smart art graphics. I'll explain that later in the videos too. You can add alternate text to your picture. I'll add alternate text here, like it's forest. So I have added alternate text. You can add alternate text by right clicking it and edit alternate text. You can write it here. And you can insert caption. Figure 1 forest. And position where it would be above the select item. And okay, it's like there. We can format picture too from here. It's like that panel that was here. Picture effects is the same here. There are multiple ways to get same thing done. So if you have to position your picture, like position in top with text wrapping, these are like this wrapping options: tight, square, top and bottom. You can add see more and square both sides. If question asks you a wrap text both sides, right only, largest only, top and bottom or through, you can add it from here. And these are align options like align left, align center, align right, align middle. So, or you can crop your picture from here. Like I just want to click anywhere. It just cropped your picture. Now we'll get back to our insert tab, delete that picture. Now there are shapes. You can add shapes. Like if question asks you add 12 pointer star, that's there. Add a wave scroll or star. I guess that's scroll. Yes. These are scrolls. These are waves. You can add waves here. Add sun. That's sun. And you have to click once. It will add the shape automatically. And there are shape features too. Like if you want to edit shape, like change the shape, you can change shape from here or insert shapes. I want to add this rectangle. It added it for me, and you can change shape styles from here, like subtle effect. That's moderate effect. That's subtle effect. Gray accent 3, and you can add change shape fills from here. Shape outlines and shape effects like that. If I have to add bevel, soft round, I can add it from here. And we can add word art too. These are word art styles, like since we do not have word art selected. So, or you can align it, add alternative text, ALT text. These are the same features that I explained before. If you have to write something in it, click it. And if I have to write it is a sun. Now notice that it only it is showing, is a sun is not showing, but it is there. You make sure you have written it correctly. During exam, like there would be in question section, there would be a text and there will be underlined text. You can copy that text and click it once and control V it. The text would be there and you would make no mistake. You do not have to expand shapes or do any typing mistakes there. So keep that in mind. I'll go back to that insert tab and delete that quickly. Okay, shapes are deleted. Now you can add smart arts. Like if question asks to add a cycle, a multi-directional cycle or text cycle, or it asks you to add continuous block process, or asks you to add a list, stacked list, tab list, or add you a hierarchy or a cycle, basic radial cycle, a process, closed chevron process, basic chevron. I'll go with basic chevron and click OK. So there are two ways to add text. Like you can write it here by clicking and write there too. You can either write it yourself, or I have told you that you can copy paste that underlined text in the question section too. So I'll write it here. Do not worry if it appears like I can write here too. And I'm just showing you the, the multiple ways of writing text. So there are multiple options for smart art. You can change your color for smart art into colorful range accent 2. If question asks you in accent 3 colored fill, or you can add change smart art styles. That's powder style, that's subtle effect, moderate effect, white outline. Uh, you can move this outlook to the first by putting the cursor here and click move up. It will move up the hierarchy or move down the hierarchy like this. It can demote, promote to like that. And you can close it from there. So that was it for graphics, and you can reset graphic from here too to like clear formatting. And there are format options. It's like same for pick and shapes. So I'll go back to insert and delete that. Where's the delete option? I'll just cut it. So there is like chart option here. You can add charts. Like if you want to add line chart, this is line chart. But question asks you to add stacked line chart or 100% line chart or this chart, or question asks you to add a combo chart like stacked area clustered column. So you can add it from here. It will take some time to load depending on your machine. I have some softwares running behind, and I guess it is taking some time to load. Okay, so it is here. That opened a small window for Excel. You are not concerned with that, or you can change values here. See how Word, Excel, and PowerPoint are interlinked. So it is necessary, or one should learn all these three softwares. You can change chart type from here again, like XY scatter, scatter with straight line, or I'll go with this. You can change chart colors from here, like colorful palette 3, or change chart styles. I'll go with this. This was nice. And edit data, like it will open that Excel file again. So you get the point. Yes, there it is. You can close it again. Back to the insert panel. Now there is like link, that is hyperlink. It is called link here. If you have to add any link to a text like www dot. If question asks you to add a link, you can select that, right click, go to link. Link and hyperlink are same. It just met insert link, and that's the link. It if it says add an email address, you can add email address here, or existing web page, you can type it out here and click OK. It adds the hyperlink. You can add bookmark to your text, like bookmark name would be MS Word. Okay, something happened, I guess. Let me do that again, or I have to select the text, I guess. Where's the bookmark? There's the bookmark. You have to select the text to add bookmarks, and there would be certain, I guess, limitations to it. So I added a bookmark here. when you access bookmark, you can see different bookmarks here, and you can toggle to your bookmark you want to go to. Now you can add comments here. Comments is like access in Microsoft Word Expert, so not a concern here. You can add page numbers. If question asks you to add page numbers like to the bottom of the page with like accent bar 4, you can add page numbers here and click close header footer. It will apply page numbers. Go back to insert panel. Header footers for, you can add header like pendant header, and question might ask you to write something there. I'll write MS Word and click out of it, or click close header. It added header. You can add footer, like if it asks you to add footer of integral, you can add footer and type something over there and close that. And you can remove header and footers from here. If you click remove header, it will remove header, and if you click remove footer, it will remove footer for you. I hope page numbers were explained and dealt with. Now we would go to word art. Word art is like this, and there are same formatting options that I explained for picture, shape, smart arts, and that's pretty much it. I'll just explain symbols. If like I had to, if question asked that it's my name here and add a registered sign, so you'll go to symbols. Or if you have to add a degree to, there are some symbols in word library and you can add. Now you can see that that's the registered sign. If you hover it, that's the trademark sign, that's the copyright sign. I'll add copyright. That's how you add symbols. And you can extend symbols from like more symbols, and that's I guess degree. Insert. Just click once, so it will insert degree for you there. So just one thing, I guess I left out that pictures shortish thing. I'll insert the picture again, like wrapping picture. Okay, so that's the picture here. I have text here. Okay, when I move the picture, it is like moving very weirdly, and we don't know what to do with it anymore. You will access it's like you can right click and or you can wait a minute. Yes, this is wrap text options. You can wrap the text around the picture. It's like square. Now you can move the picture without disturbing the text, and there's tight. See that Abdullah text that it is moving around the picture. You can click through, you can behind text, it will be behind text. There are multiple wrapping options. You can click see more and align it. If question asks you to align your picture vertically centered and relative to page margin, or if it clicks you align to the centered or with page, I'll click OK. Now it is aligned that way. So that was it for insert panel. I hope you understood. If you have any queries, you can hit me up. So meet you in the next video. Thank you.